Okay, today's short video is about the new and improved weekly action plan. Now, this weekly action plan is what gets somebody from starting their business into a weekly rhythm. And this is very, very important. And the reason why it's called Achiever and Beyond is because the statistics in USANA state that when somebody makes the Achiever status, that their retention goes through the roof. In other words, when you help your team member make $400 or more in 1 week, now they start to think, wow, if I can make $400 a week at this, which is $1,600 a month, man, maybe I could turn this into a full-time income. And literally the retention goes up so high when you help somebody get to the achiever status. So you should be focusing on getting yourself to achiever and then helping your team members get to achiever and beyond. And when you help your team members get to achiever, you'll naturally go up to the 600, 800,000 week plus incomes. So we're going to go through this weekly action plan so that you know how to plan your work and work your plan every week. First things first, save this link. There it is, WAP, weeklyactionplan.teamdsi.info. You can go to this link right now and it's going to pull up the form for you, but screenshot this if you're watching right now on the webinar, wap.teamdsi.info. You need that http:// as well for it to work when you click on it. Now, when you go there, you're going to see this, and I just zoomed it in because I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to point at everything with my mouse. So the very first thing is week ending Friday. USANA pays weekly. We get weekly paychecks. So every Friday, actually we do it on Sunday. You make your plan for the week ending Friday. So write that Friday down. Your CVP goal is your check. CVP stands for commission volume points. You want that to be $400 or more. And you might say, well, geez, Jared, I've only ever made, a $30 check or a $100 check or whatever you've made. Always make your goal 400 until you achieve it and then go beyond that because, again, 400 is the achiever status. And then you write down what your week ending check actually was here in this space. Now, your business hours, this is the time that you schedule to plan to work your plan basically. And your business hours is when I make mine, I write down the times that I will be sitting down making phone calls and sending out videos. And basically that is when my business hours are. So you just go through, put the hours you can work. Can you work your business an hour a day, 2 hours a day? Some people can work more. Some people have 4 or 5 hours a day. If you have those blocks of time, I find that working in 2-hour blocks works the best. Take a break, work another 2 hours. Take a break, work another 2 hours. I usually take Sunday off. I don't do anything on Sundays, but some people, maybe that Saturday is their best day to take off. But you choose a day to take off as well. Now, the first question when you plan your week is listed right here. What income-producing activities, i.e. power hours, which is making phone calls and texts, prospecting, hosting mixers, home events, are you committed to this week to build your business, have fun, and help others? What are your top 3 business goals this week? So write them down right in this space. Number 2, would you like accountability? If so, when will you share that you've done your plan and with whom? Number 2 is the most important question of the entire weekly action plan because without accountability, this is just a conversation. So accountability really makes a difference to your success. So I encourage you to step into accountability, find an accountability partner so that you can say, yes, I completed my plan. Number 3, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 is the highest, what's your level of commitment to completing your plan? Put the number there. If the answer is less than 9, reduce the workload to ensure your success. Achieving your weekly plan creates confidence. Okay, so again, you don't want to overshoot here. You want to do something that you can really accomplish. And you'll learn your rhythm and you'll learn what you can do every week and maybe what is too much as well. We want you to have balance in your life, but have a plan. So the next part of the weekly action plan is your volumes. So right here, you're going to go ahead and write your starting SVP. Now that is your sales volume points. If you don't know what this means, then you're going to have to call your sponsor or your USANA mentor and have them explain to you how this works. But this is basically your paycheck where it starts. And then your ending SVP goal is what your points need to be in order to achieve that $400 or more paycheck. Okay, so you have to write in your starting points and then what your goal is for your ending points. And again, points relates to products being ordered by clients and associates. So you plan out your volume. This is a business. You have to know what it takes to make these checks. In this space right here, you're going to write assistance I need from my sponsor. If you, like, for example, if you don't know how this works, you might say, help me with my SVP. Or you might write, I need help with three-way calls, or whatever you need help with or support with. Or if you don't need any help, put none, because that's also something, you want to learn everything you can and then be self-sufficient. Next is this question here. Of the 4 pillars of belief, products, company, network marketing, and myself, I am focused on improving my belief in myself, or in network marketing, or in the products. Choose one of those 4 pillars of belief that you're the weakest, and read, listen, or watch something to work on your belief in yourself, or your belief in the industry of network marketing, or your belief in the products or the company. But whatever you're weak on, make sure you're studying and improving that belief. Personal development goal this week would be, okay, I want to read so many pages of this book, or I want to read 15 minutes a day for 6 days a week. Whatever those goals are, write them there. And then number of team, including myself, registered for the next destination training event. So whatever that next big travel destination event is, you want to get yourself registered and then put a goal for the team. So let's say you're registered 1, and then make a goal of 5 or 10 more people that you're going to bring. You put 1 out of 10. Or if you have a bigger team and maybe you already have a few people, you put 6 people are registered and 30 people is our goal. So you want to put that information right there, and always be adding new people to register for the next destination training event. Now, the next part of the weekly action plan is key leg strategies. If you have team in your BC2 left side, you're going to put the associates that you're going to work with there. Maybe you host a mixer there, something to build that leg. Then with your team on BC2 right, you put the strategies there. BC3 left, BC3 right. You might have a leg that's really strong. Let's say BC3 left, a lot of things are going on. So maybe you don't focus on that leg as much, but you go focus on the legs that you need to add more points in. And then the most important part of your weekly action plan, or I would say this is right there with that question on accountability, is the top 10 new and or follow-up people that you're going to reach out to first. So you go ahead and go ahead and put, think through, who are the new people I'm going to invite to USANA this week? And who do I need to follow up with? Who's really close? Write their names right here, because that's your first 10 calls. And then preferred customers and unprocessed auto orders. Do you have any? If you do, you write them here, because that's immediate income when an unprocessed auto order processes. So this page 1 literally takes about 10 minutes to fill out when you learn how to do it. And we usually do it on a Sunday. You could also do it on a Saturday, but we like to do it on the weekend so that you hit the ground running on Monday. Now, page 2 of the weekly action plan is a little bit more reflective. So you're going to say things like, answer the question, what am I most grateful for and proud of last week in my business? What are the challenges I'm facing now? And what are the opportunities to solve the challenges this week? Write those down. And then over here on the right side, you see, imagine you've achieved your why, the significant reason you're building right now. Where are you? What's the situation? Who are you with? What are they saying about you? What do you look like? What do they look like? How do you feel? Take a moment and put yourself in that space of achieving your goal. What is going on? Feel the feelings of success, because this is your motor. This is what's going to keep you going. So always make sure you get that filled out and you know why you're building your business. Next part is this is on page 2. This is in the middle of the page. This is the first and most important calls to make. And that's to retain your auto orders. Now, if you're brand new, you don't quite know what that means. The auto orders are the clients that are reordering monthly. And you have to maintain them, just like you maintain, you water your garden, you pick the weeds, you plant the soil, you grow your garden. And that's what these auto orders are. So the way you do that is you visit the hub, you log in, click on My Business, then you click on Team Manager, then 4-week cycle. Then you look at next weekend's auto orders, which is the next cycle coming up, the upcoming weekend. And then you can fill in here, the people with upcoming auto orders that I need to give an account overview before Friday are this person and that person. Because if you can teach them how their account works before Friday, then your odds of keeping them as a client triples. So very important that you know whose auto orders are coming up and you've done that homework. Next is the established clients, associates I get to send courtesy auto order reminder texts before Friday are, and it's these people. And so this is really important too, that this is filled out, that you know what your auto orders are and who you need to remind. Last two parts of this weekly action plan is the guest lists. Now, we always have our Monday webinar, which you want to have guests on the webinar, but we also have mixer events usually, or if you're hosting, if you don't have an event, host an event at your home or at the clubhouse of your apartments or your condos, but you write the event day, you write your guest list, you write your associates, and you build that list. These are the weekly events, maybe even webinars. I know sometimes there's webinars on health that you can invite people to. So this is really important that you know which webinars and mixer events you're working towards and guest lists that you're building each week. And the last part of the weekly action plan is thank you cards. Who are you going to write thank you cards to this week? Who are your new clients that you need to write that? Who are your health? What are your health goals for this week? What admin do you need to take care of? What about taking care of yourself? What are you going to do for fun this week? And then time management. How can you simplify your life or do something to make your time more effective? So these are things, and again, the whole process should take about 15 minutes to fill out your weekly action plan. When you need additional copies, you can go to the link right there, wap.teamdsi.info. And lastly, what we know does the best for our team members is when they print out basically a book of 52 weekly action plans. So if you're watching this video, this event probably already happened, but this is an example of a party that we're having where the whole team's going to get together and we're going to actually do weekly action plan binder making party. So we're going to have a mixer from 12:30 to 1. We're going to make shakes for associates and guests. Actually, at 1:30 is when we'll play the USANA video and introduce USANA to any guests that are there. And then at 2:30, we're going to basically print out our weekly action plans, bring your binders. We're actually at a place that's across the street from an Office Depot, so you can go get your 3-ring binders, print out all your weekly action plans, 52, so you have the whole year. So sometimes people don't do it because they don't have it printed out. And then when you have a year of weekly action plans made, you're ready to go. So this is an example of what we're doing here in San Antonio area, but I want to encourage you to take some time, get a 3-ring binder, print out 52 of them, 3-hole punch them. You start planning your work and working your plan, your business is going to go to the next level. I guarantee that. If you're working it every week, it's done. So this is literally what it takes. It's very important. I want to encourage all of you to get that done as soon as possible after you start your business. Thank you for attending this video or watching this video, and I look forward to hearing your success with your weekly action plan.